channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a get ready with me for the springtime, but I am going to be using new products that I actually have never tried out before. They are all brand new. Most of them are from Sephora and Ulta, and I'm super excited to be trying all of these things out because I really wanted them for the longest time. And finally this weekend I picked up everything, so that's really exciting. Starting out with my moisturizer. This is the Tarte Brighter Days. This claims to be a highlighting moisturizer. So I have the little one, and I seen this collection online. They have like a bunch of different things that go along with this. I just thought that this was really cool, and highlighting moisturizer. I love anything that has the word highlight in it, so I definitely wanted to try this. I did put some on my skin right now, and it does look pretty glowy. It's almost similar to the Milani Prime Light. This is a face primer. It's a strobing kind of pore minimizing primer, and I feel like they're almost the same. The colors are pretty the same, and the way that they apply and the way that they look once they're on the skin look basically the same. So kind of a little dupe right here. The Tarte Brighter Days is more expensive because you get this at Ulta and Sephora. The Milani is much less, and it's also bigger, and it comes from the drugstore, so you can get that at CVS, Walgreens, whatever drugstore is closer to you. Yes, I have my hair up and a little headband on because we are going to be applying some cake on our face. So, very first thing that I want to start out with was, well, the first thing that I started out with was the Tarte Brighter Days, and I just applied that. And I think I'm going to use that as my primer today. So just going straight into foundation, I'm going to be using the new Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation, and this is in the shade 4.0. A little disclaimer, when I first put this on, because I actually have tried this already, but it's just new and I have been loving it, so I definitely wanted to apply it in the video. It does come off very orange, and like it doesn't match my skin at all. But I promise you, it does match my skin. Once I have my concealer and everything on my face and my makeup is done, the foundation matches my self-tan really well. But don't be alarmed when I first apply it because it looks a little cray-cray. So I'm going to go damp my beauty blender, and then I will be right back. All right, so now that my beauty blender is all damp and ready to be used, I am going to be using this NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator. It is in the shade Gleam. It's a beautiful, beautiful illuminator. I love mixing this in. It's a super like bronzy color, and I love mixing this in with any of my foundations that I'm going to be using because it makes my foundation look super glowy and luminous when it's on the skin. So just going to be dabbing this all over and applying that. I am getting over some breakouts on my chin. I really need to get my eyebrows done too. My eyebrows are like so crazy. I actually, funny story, I went this morning to go get them done and the place was closed. So I'm like, oh, well, guess it wasn't meant to be today. But as you can see, the shade looks really, really yellow on the skin and very orange. It just has a super yellow tone that comes off and looks very orange, and like it doesn't match my skin very well, but it only looks crazy right now. I promise you, once everything is set, it matches really well. I was going to take it back, but then when I realized that it looks perfectly fine when everything is all said and done, I look normal. So just gonna drag that on the neck a little bit. And I personally recommend this foundation to anybody. I really, really love this a lot. I think it's definitely worth the money. I wouldn't wear this as an everyday foundation just because it is pretty pricey, and I don't like using really expensive foundations on a daily basis, but I love it. It feels very lightweight. It gives my skin amazing coverage, and I just love the way it feels on the skin, and I love me a full coverage foundation, so it's really, really good. And it actually doesn't have a smell, which I also have like a weird thing. I've tried a lot of foundations that have like a funky smell to them, and I can smell them when they're on my skin. Thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about, but if I can smell my foundation on my skin during the day, that just bugs the living crud out of me. So that one does not smell once it's on my skin or anything, which is amazing. In with some concealer because we need to cover up our eyes. I'm gonna be using the Tarte Shape Tape. This is my absolute favorite concealer. Using it in the shade Light. I love this concealer. It's so amazing. I would buy this time and time again. I've tried so many different concealers and this is just the one that I always go back to. It's so thick and creamy and pigmented. It blends so beautifully on the skin, and this color is just perfect for my under eyes and how I like my under eyes to look. Also, they have a ton of different shades that you can choose from, so I just really, really love this. I'm just gonna be blending that out on the T-zone and underneath the eyes. Now I really like the light look, so it may not be for everybody, but I just like to have a very highlighted light T-zone and under eye. So now everything is blended out. Concealer is looking real good. We are going to go in with the RCMA No Color Setting Powder. This stuff is super amazing. I absolutely love it. I've been using it over my Laura Mercier for my baking, and I feel like it just looks so much better, and it's actually a lot cheaper too. You can get this on Amazon or just really search it up. You can find it on Google and then put in the shopping, and then it'll come up on a couple different websites because it is a makeup, like theater makeup. So it stays, it makes everything stay really, really long. So I love it. I'm actually going to just leave this on my skin for a couple of minutes, play on my phone while this is baking. I actually don't do like a lot of people do their eyebrows and then like let their skin bake. I just wait and play on my phone and then brush it off. So I'll be right back. Now that we have baked, I'm just going to be using my, what is this? My Real Techniques little tiny brush and just brushing all of that excess powder away. As you can see, it really keeps my highlighted look that I like going for. It keeps all of it exactly the way I want it to be, so. Just going to, I also like to drag it on my lids as well because the lids need to be set, or when we put on eyeshadow, we're gonna look real funky. And man, I need to wash my makeup brushes today. I like don't look forward to doing that all the time. Now to set the entire face, I'm going in with my Neutrogena Healthy Skin in light to medium. And I'm just going to be putting a little bit of that on my big powder brush from BH Cosmetics. These brushes don't have the name of them, but I really like them a lot. And they're super inexpensive and they work like a charm. So setting all of that. And then I'm going to be setting the under eyes one more time with my banana powder from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I like to set the T-zone a little bit. I just like the color payoff that it gives me. And I feel like setting my under eyes one more time, it probably doesn't help, but I just feel like it does. So I'm just going to set that one more time. And then we are going to use my L'Oreal Glam Bronze, my favorite bronzer. Funny thing, I actually did my mom's makeup yesterday and she was looking for a new bronzer and she was gonna go to MAC and get a bronzer from there. And I used this bronzer on her and I get the shade Deep. And I'm not sure if they're limited edition because we tried looking for her one and could not find them anywhere. But it's just an amazing bronzer, like through any high end that we've tried. And I just tried it on her, it's just gorgeous. So always using this bronzer over everything now. And then going in with the Benefit Bella Bomba blush. This is like a really pinky, corally, shimmery color. I'm just going to be applying that to my cheeks today. I've been switching it up on my blushes lately and going a little darker. For highlighter, I'm going to be using the J-Cat You Glow Girl Baked Highlighter in Twilight. This is by far my favorite highlighter of all time. So I'm going to be putting that on the high points of my cheeks, a little bit on my nose, and above the Cupid's bow. Next for me is eyebrows, so I'm going to do those off camera because I always list the products down below and you guys know what my eyebrow routine is. Nothing has changed whatsoever. So I will be right back after I do my brows. I really hope my mirror was not in the frame the entire time. I just realized it was like at the bottom. I'm so sorry about that. I hope it wasn't. But now I finished my brows and I used the MAC Omega shadow with 2 brushes, Gimme Brow by Benefit, and the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow pencil. Again, we'll list all of the products down below, but my eyebrows need to be done. They're a little bushy right now, but this is what they are looking like at the moment with everything. Now I'm going to be using a new product that I got. I've never used anything from this makeup line. It's called Milk, and it is an eye pigment. This eye pigment I actually seen on Pinterest, and I am so excited to try it out because it is gorgeous. It's in the shade Hotel Lobby. Oh wow. Okay, well it definitely is pretty pigmented. Could probably even just like wear this on its own. Like, without anything else. You know, I actually think that I should have done eyeshadow before I did my full face because that's making this look a little bit sparse and chunky. So I'm just going to apply it to the other eye because it doesn't look bad or anything. It actually is very beautiful, but since I do have, so that you could tell it's very pigmented, it's very nice, but since I do have other stuff on my eyelids, like my foundation and concealer, it's making everything about this product very sparse and just not work like it's supposed to. So I'm just going to apply a little bit more in kind of like a patting motion. I do love the glimmer of it though, it's really nice. But it's super pigmented, as you can see. Very glimmery and shiny and shimmery, right up my alley. But definitely don't put on your foundation or any other products before this because it does look a little crazy and doesn't look as good. So really quickly, to kind of cover all of that up, I am gonna go in with a eyeshadow palette. I'm using my Everything Nice by Too Faced. I'm just going to go in with a light brown shade, kind of clean this up a little bit. So using my crease brush, I'm gonna use Fond of You and apply this in the crease. And actually that eye pigment is used for your lid, obviously, not for how I used it, but today, since it didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to, I used it as an eye primer. So that is another option for this too. If you guys do end up getting this product, the Milk product, and doing your foundation and all of that first, you guys can just use that Milk eye pigment as an eye primer and put it all over your entire eyelid. And then your look will look a lot more shimmery. Eye primer will bring out your shadows a lot more too. So that's what I'm doing today, but regularly I would not do that. I would use that as an actual lid color because that color is just so beautiful and that's what it's mainly for. But it's okay, sometimes makeup throws us for a loop, so we gotta go with it. Right now I'm using the shade Honey Pot. It's like a nice shimmery gold shade. Now going on with the brow bone shade, I'm just going to be using this off-white pale kind of color. It's in the shade Heaven, actually. These names are very pretty. I'm just applying a little bit right there, and then blending that all out once again with the crease brush. Now you guys all know how to apply mascara, so I'm just going to do that off camera and I will be right back again with this look. Alright guys, so now that I am done with the mascara and the eyes, we are going to move on to lips. I've been really into peachy kind of pink shades for the springtime, and I have some new colors and a new lip liner that I recently purchased for the spring that I just really love. So this is actually the Color Sensational by Maybelline Shaping Lip Liner in Magnetic Mauve. So I'm just going to line my lips with this, and this color is just like by far so gorgeous. It is so perfect for spring. So since I knew I was going to have the lips super spring-like, I just went a little bit different on the eyes. So for the lip color I'm going to be using over the top of that lip liner is my Too Faced Sweet Peach in Peach Please. This lip gloss is absolutely amazing. I highly recommend it to everybody. If I could, which I probably will end up doing, I want to get the entire collection of these lip glosses. They are so amazing, so durable. The colors are beautiful and they smell amazing. So I have the Peachicle, which is a more nude, and then I have the Peach Please. This one is the more like spring, summer, pinky lip, and it looks gorgeous over this lip liner. I just love these. They're so buttery smooth. They don't give me the little white ring that most lip glosses always end up giving me. They don't give me the little white ring around my lips. So that's why I'm like, okay, I have to get more of these lip glosses because most of the lip glosses that I own do that, and I kind of just deal with it. But these ones, they don't do that. So I just have to go and get some more. But I love them and I highly recommend them. So you guys, that is the end of this makeup look. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I just love the way that this look turned out, and I highly recommend all of these products. I really loved them, and there wasn't one that I wouldn't recommend. So I definitely recommend every single product that I used on my face today. If you guys have any other recommendations, leave them down below in the comments, because I've been really into trying a lot of new makeup lately and I love doing it on camera for you guys. So until next time, I will see you in my next video. Bye.